Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be discussing Loba from a very basic standpoint to even a most advanced and technical level of her, and even discuss some of her downfalls. Now the reason I'm doing this guide is because a ton of people are really not using her as effectively as they should. I feel like they're also using her for maybe other reasons. Now, compared to other guides, this one's not going to be as long as the Gibby or Wraith guide that I put out. We'll make some very quick and informative information that is definitely going to help you out. Because Loba has so much potential to be the best legend in Apex, but it has some major downfalls that really disappoint me. We're going to discuss that later too. So we'll discuss those, how to counter them, and other ways that we can hope and pray the developers buffer. I'm still hopeful, and we'll see her in tournaments one day with some tweaks that we'll, again, discuss. Now first, her abilities. Loba's tactical Burglar's best friend. This is where a majority of our focus is going to be in today's video, but let's start with the basics and the technical stuff. Once utilized, her ability has a 29-second cooldown, which is also the problem of it. You need to use this sparingly and carefully when engaging, because it is a solid move as Loba throws her bracelet and immediately teleports to her landing spot. While the bracelet is in midair, you can literally force it down and kind of adjust where you're going to land. The max distance that the bracelet can be thrown varies based on the following. 71 meters if you're on normal ground levels, which is the standard distance when you're engaging. 100 meters if you're on a high grounds place such as towers, buildings, to really max out that overall distance. And upon activation, if you cannot be cancelled, and of course it'll just go back to where the bracelet lands. It can also be thrown up to additionally 20 meters. If the bracelet is thrown off the edge of the map or out of bounds, it'll return back to Loba without starting the cooldown. It can also be used on zip lines or jump pads, so get creative with that, especially because Octane's jump pad is so effective right now. You can definitely utilize that to divert and go in a different direction. The bracelet's distance can be extended by bouncing it off a launch pad. If it doesn't work right away, you have to get it right on the launch pad specifically to make it work. Of course, a silence can stop the teleports. When we talk about silence, that is Revenant. The bracelet can hit a surveillance drone, so crypto. So even something as small as that can really screw things up. And of course, Wraith's Dimensional Rift can cancel the bracelet's effect, but just be careful as this bugs out, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Now, if you're trying to get into a Gibby Bubble Dome, which I probably don't advise in doing that, it also stops it from bouncing into the dome. It bounces off. There's a brief animation that plays after you teleport before you get to use your weapon, which is also a major pitfall of this overall tactical ability. Use the ability to force a bracelet down in order to teleport right behind cover, so you can time it. Don't just let it fly willy-nilly, stop it when you need to go. And of course, you can use it in small gaps, windows. Probably the biggest IQ play is definitely using it in a window to get in so a legend can't really catch up to you. That's something that Loba can do that nobody else can. Climbing will cancel the animation of the bracelet, so you need to use this at the right time, and we're going to talk about that in a moment as well. Now, a quick checklist for using this ability. Be sure to only utilize when not in the line of fire of an enemy. If you use it when you're right in the line of fire, you're pretty much going to be sent right back to the lobby, so be careful of that. Also, make sure you surprise your enemy. Be smart about it. Don't just land it right in front of them and think you're going to get aggro, because that time to take out your weapon is quite long. I know I've been kind of showing it throughout the video. I'll play it in slow motion at some point. You understand that there is a lot of downtime before you actually get to effectively use your weapon. And of course, make sure you're effectively behind cover before utilizing, because that can be a massive benefit just to make sure you don't get hit. It's a teleportation move, essentially. It's huge. Okay, now for some advanced techniques for most newcomers don't think about. I'm going to switch to in-game audio. I'm going to show this in real time to showcase what you can achieve through some practice. Some things I don't think a lot of people thought about, and a lot of the issues that come with Loba is her mobility, and let's figure out how we can mitigate that best as possible. So let's hop in game. Alright everybody, so in this portion of the video what we're going to discuss are some high-level techniques that I don't feel like a lot of individuals are thinking about when playing Loba. So her bracelet is extremely effective, so the thing is that to use a wall bounce to essentially get your momentum and ability to move around a lot more. I don't feel like a lot of individuals are thinking of that as much, so be mindful whenever using your abilities and bouncing up and down all around that you have the momentum to help you get to a different location. So I'm going to switch back and forth between Loba real quick.
Yep, I'm here.
And even think about this as well whenever you throw the bracelet. Use it into a bunny hop, as you can tell, so at least you can bounce around and then throw it. So what am I doing let's break this down just by step. Obviously, let's go through the first one really quick.
We all need a bathroom
And if you need a wall bounce
not done
tutorial, I
yet.
definitely have one on the channel. So what you're doing here is you're sliding and jumping and doing a simple wall bounce. You don't want to activate the bracelet beforehand, so what you do is you bounce and then activate the bracelet.
Jump drive out.
And at this point, you can bunny hop and kind of move around. And if you need a bunny hop tutorial, I definitely have that on the channel as well. So be sure to check it out.
I'm here.
But
I'm
even
back.
basic
Don't ask
in terms of
questions.
inputs
I
here,
couldn't
you
leave so
slide,
many
jump,
treasures
and
behind.
then bunny hop, right? So what we're gonna do is integrate the bracelet as if it was a heel, right? So I'm going to throw the bracelet, bunny hop,
Jump drive in position.
and then boom, you got yourself some extra mobility. Now, another thing
sorry.
I feel like
We all need a
individuals are
bathroom
not
break.
thinking about,
I couldn't leave
which we're
so
gonna
many
do
treasures behind.
here in just a moment. Let's see if I can nail this on the first shot. If not, maybe I'll be a Papega. But essentially, you can utilize it as a bait when you're throwing yourself off a ledge if somebody's chasing you. So essentially, you throw your bracelet, go around, and then fly right back up. So I actually nailed it the first time. It's
Yeah,
not always
I'm here.
perfect.
I'm back.
You need to throw
Don't
it
ask
right
questions.
before you jump.
I'm not done yet.
So throw it here,
Jump drive out.
and then boom. So if somebody's chasing you, obviously they're gonna see the little marker, and maybe they'll get confused thinking you're throwing in a different area. This is probably not gonna be best utilized against a, I don't know,
Hey,
a professional
we all need
player,
a bathroom break. I
right?
couldn't
And so
leave
what I
so
want to
many
do as well, you can
treasures
obviously
behind.
see it when you're on a zip. I want to showcase that quickly since we covered it in the guide. I'm gonna zip up. I'm gonna utilize that zip and we're gonna throw it off the edge. So we go up. We take the zip. Let's say I want to go over here. Throw it there.
Activating jump drive.
Jump, drop, and then boom, you teleport. All right, so let's segue right back into the video. Some things to note when using the bracelet that if you're not careful, it'll get you back in the lobby. So just some bugs to be mindful of Season 8. This is also the struggle with Loba as well, is not having it work all the time. So if you're using a Wraith portal and you go in and out consistently, sometimes it takes a moment until you can use your weapon again or use the move altogether because it just bugs out. I've seen it kind of glitch in certain ways, so just be mindful of that. Make sure you're not using it at the same time as the Wraith portal. I understand there can be the panic button there that you want to use it. Just be careful, especially because Wraith is obviously very popular, maybe less so now because of her meta change, and we did a tier list yesterday about that, but just be mindful of it. Under rare circumstances, if Loba gets hit by a melee attack, then they'll teleport with her. I've seen this before. It's kind of a meme. I've tried to replicate it in game with teammates. It doesn't work, but just something to be mindful of when you're trying to get away. Again, goes back to my first tip. And it does not work in certain areas on King's Canyon, World's Edge, and of course Olympus. Anything that's kind of circular in angle, just be sure when throwing it. This happens a lot on the train cars, specifically on World's Edge. So be sure when you're throwing it, knowing that you're going to land on a flat surface. If it's any way edged or circular, this seems to be the issue why it bugs out. Now, let's talk about our passive ability. The nearby epic legendary loot that you see can be seen through walls. It's kind of like a wall hack essentially. It's like having the opposite of Bloodhound. Instead of seeing enemies, you're going to see loot. The range is literally the same as a black market, which most people are not aware of. So you use that to your advantage and know when you need to put your black market down. And inform your squad of where loot is in the area. Also, when you see an enemy loot, the item will disappear, so that's going to be a clear indication if somebody's in the general vicinity. The range is a total of 112.5 meters. You can ping through obstacles and inside supply bins and let them know. And the ping range, of course, just to be mindful, is 12 meters. You can't really look through loot boxes, loot ticks, and see the context of them, essentially. Utilize this to maximize time in the area. So when you're looting and you don't see anything special that you need and you've already got kind of kitted and you're only looking for like a purple or legendary mag, well then at that point you know that you don't need to stay here. Now finally, her Black Market Boutique, which is her ultimate. Place a portal device anywhere near you, and at this point you can just grab 2 items. And of course, unlimited ammo, which is really, really sick. This has a 90-second cooldown. It's really fast, so don't be shy, especially when in a firefight and you guys are pinned down. Throw it down, get some armor swaps, and get anything that you might need, especially if you know the team isn't pushing and you need that extra edge. Loba starts the match with her ultimate 50% charge. Just be mindful of that. So literally a few minutes into the fight, not even a few minutes, you literally can just use her ultimate right off the rip, get geared, and get into a fight. She's great at starting pub rounds compared to, she's better early game, let's just put it that way. And of course, when you want to use it, you just use the interact key, and that's when you can see the distance overall, and you can see the visibility on the mini-map as well. Items within the radius, of course, are going to hover off the ground, so be very careful when you're utilizing her ult, especially if you're just doing it willy-nilly, is that you're inviting for third parties. So Loba is like easily third partyable because even when you grab loot, it sends like a big trail to exactly where you're located. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen a Loba user ult and I'm like, well, I'm going to push that now. I know exactly where they're at. So be mindful when you're putting it and communicate with your team so you know if you're going to get your team into trouble or not, and be prepped and ready. Like looting, don't spend too much time in there, get in, get out, because this is even a bigger red flag. As you see items that are hovering, you know that somebody's wasting their time looting. And if it's happening for a really extended period of time, then you know that they're not confident or not good, and you're definitely going to get pushed in third party. Of course, I mean, this is some random tips, but you can essentially use it for treasure packs. You can get one of those as well. The black market does have 100 HP. It can be destroyed, but of course, a positive is that you can use it to block doors. So if you're getting pushed and you close the door and you want to keep running, drop your black market and use it as a cover. But it can, don't forget that the enemy can use it as well. So if you put it in front of the door and they kick it open and they want to grab armor or loot before they push you, well, then they definitely have that ability to do so. So don't forget to collapse it. In that situation, you're not going to be able to, but don't forget to collapse it whenever you leave. Otherwise, you're giving the opponent free loot. I see that so many times done by new players. Don't make that mistake. Again, ultimate accelerators only charge 20% for this ultimate as opposed to the normal 35%. Makes sense because the cooldown time is so short. You won't have to worry too much about it. And of course, multiple copies of the same item are available. It's going to pull the one farthest from the black market. Just something to notate. You can't loot ticks, cargo bots, Marvins. I know that's an Easter egg currently. Death boxes from flyers must be dropped first before you can actually utilize a black market. Now, the Volt and Bloodhound's Trials, you can steal an item, but the biggest issue is that once you steal an item, it sounds a very large alarm for everyone to come and third party you. So be mindful of that and be careful. And of course, once you do so, the ult disappears. So make sure your teammates get their items first before you grab an item yourself. So be careful of that. And some random note that might be helpful, I don't know if this ever will be, but Pathfinder's grappling hook can attach to the black market. So again, maximize your time, get in the habit of dropping the ult to grab items, don't be greedy and help your teammates. Ask for what they need. I've actually queued with Lobas and it can be very frustrating when they drop their ult and sometimes they close it before I was even done looting. Loba requires a lot of communication to be utilized effectively, otherwise she's a very frustrating legend to be paired with. Don't be that guy, don't be that person, help your teammate. And even if you don't need loot, drop it for your teammates anyways and help them out. I guarantee you Loba's going to get a lot more love and you'll be appreciated by your teammates by saying, hey, do you need loot? What do you need? How can I help? And of course, I guarantee they'll do the same vice versa. And what if you need the loot and you expect the same from others, right? If you're already stacked, now here's a really big tip. If you're already stacked with armor, use them as free swaps. Let's say you're in the end game and there's just a bunch of red armors in the area, grab all of them. Grab every single one of the red armors and put them around you and use them as free swaps. Also be mindful is that you can utilize this to grab respawn beacons. That can be helpful as well. Especially grab this whenever you respawn them, put it on the ground, help them get looted back up so they don't have to go outside of the zone or get into a danger position. And of course, another big tip, this is really big mostly for recent, which is why I waited to put out this guide, is that if you're in the final zone and everyone is kind of running low on heals, loot, anything, drop Loba's ult and just steal as much ammo as you can in the area. Attrition your enemy out. I can't tell you how vital that can be as you keep just grabbing everything in the area because you have it at your disposal. Just remember when you do that, of course, you're inviting for them to push you because they have no alternative. So man, you know what's crazy is that we've talked so much about Loba, so why is she only S+ in the tier list that I provided? The time before and after leaves you just wide open on her tactical ability. Her recent buffs for loot have been massive and helped a ton, but her tactical ability needs to get adjusted for her to be pushed to A+. Another adjustment could be grabbing teammates' banners, or letting her steal the zone, and when I say by that, maybe letting her scout the beacon. Maybe use it as a trade-off. Maybe once she utilizes it, it breaks her ultimate, but at least now you can see the zone. Meaning you have to choose between loot and information. I think that would be a fantastic buff. So if any devs ever sees this video, I think that might be helpful for her. I feel like she's definitely struggling right now. She has a lot of power behind her. I get why you have to be careful of her because their teleport can definitely be overpowered within seconds if it's utilized a certain way. She just needs that small boost because comparatively to Gibby, he has way more utility. We talked about that. He's crazy. He might as well just be able to port people in and out at this point. Bloodhound literally has wall hacks and can scan the circle. Horizon has team play mobility and can get her teammate all to height rather than just herself. Even Lifeline has a better passive in terms of rezzing mid-fight. Because everything we've talked about in this moment was Loba before the fight. Which is great, but everyone has to be mechanically sound and on their A game, and sometimes positioning you just get stuck in a rut and you need the Gibby bubble. You need the Wraith portal. You need the Horizon to shoot you on height. You need the Lifeline to res you. There's so many things that you could potentially need that once Loba's there, she can't really do very much outside of just getting damage in, but that requires the player itself to really play at a high level. So she's missing that little bit of utility. And even then, we look and say, do you want to use Caustic to stop the pushes? We've already, within seconds, have already said why Loba isn't as vital, but I'm still hoping for her. I'm still pushing for her. I always have liked her as a Legends for many reasons. Leave a like if you know what I mean. But seriously, I appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you learned some helpful tips and even how to increase her mobility. That was also one of the big things I wanted to highlight in the video. But don't forget to subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time.